Okay, so I have decided to share a little project that I'm doing. It's a reupholstery project, and it's my first one. I have yet to really learn a whole lot just yet, but I was watching tutorials and, all that good stuff on Google. But I've decided to go at it, maybe possibly making mistakes on my own and learning from that, so be it. The first step that I did was I actually took this back piece off, which was material. As you can see right here, the material was rotten. So as I pulled off the staples, which are right here throughout the couch, as I pulled off the staples, the fabric ripped. That's okay, because I don't plan on using the fabric again. I do have to say that it's in your best interest to keep all of your fabric so that you can use it for pattern making. You just lay it on top of the pattern lay it on top of the fabric that you're going to use to replace this current fabric, and then you're good to go. This particular piece has 3 pieces. As you can see, there's a seam here. So there's a piece on the left, piece in the middle, and of course there's a piece on the right. The reason why I think I should have done something else first, I'll show you. I can't get the rest of this fabric off. Why? Because it's tucked underneath here, and they stapled it underneath the couch. They also cut a slit here and stapled it around this post, this piece of wood here, and throughout the rest on the bottom here. It's not a big deal. You don't have to do this first and the other thing second, or the other thing first and this one second. Doesn't matter. You're going to get it off regardless. But what I was going to say is the dust cover here on the bottom, that is very much stapled. You'll pull back and you'll see the bottom of the couch right here where that particular piece was stapled, and they really stapled it in here. So it's like digging for these staples, trying to pry them up. What I use is I use a hammer and a flathead, and I hit the back of it to bring it up, trying not to hurt the wood in any way. You want to do it as gentle as possible, but with a little thrust so you can get the nail up, not the nail, the staple up. Or you can try using this. Some of it has actually worked with this, but they are heavy duty staples, so whichever works best for you. I also took this rope off here that goes around the couch, and I'm going to keep that just for measurement purposes so that I know how much that I need to put back on the couch. Then after you peel this away, you'll have some poly on the back of it, which is right here. And then after the poly is your foam. Foam is expensive. It is very expensive. I mean, unless you get it on consignment or something, it's like, it can be $30, $40 a yard. So they also put on, so the orange foam was on the back, and they actually took adhesive, and as you can see, they put it on the actual back of the couch here and glued it to the back of it, and then they put this part, and this part was actually glued on to that part. So I just peeled it all away. To be honest with you, they also stapled the top portion. So they stapled the foam on this part, and then they stapled this on top of there as well, and glued it. So it was on there pretty tough. I got this particular piece, I don't know if I've already told you, for $7.99 at Goodwill. Could not pass it up. It's an amazing piece. It is all real wood. As I go through my creative process and trying to think about the fabric, I started hand sanding, as you can see right through here. I try really, really hard not to do it too hard. I don't want to flatten out these beautiful designs. And see here. And then I saw this beautiful piece right here that has these divots in it. Very, very cool. So I'm going to sand it. I'm going to probably need some stripper to get the rest of this paint off, because I don't want to sand it too much. Like I said, I want to have as much definition in the wood as I can for whatever I decide to do. I may decide to just stain it back, or actually, I'll tell you in the second half of this, I may decide to paint it a color. I am going to keep the back of this, just needs a little TLC right here. It is all the same color, even on the back end of it. It doesn't have any punctures or anything. It just needs a little cleaning, so we're good on that. I thought that I've decided to keep this piece, but I may not. It really just needs some good cleaning, some vacuuming, you know, maybe some soap and water. Not a big deal. It's actually a really good piece. So I may or may not decide to keep this piece. I don't know. The reason why I was going to keep this piece is the cushion, which is made with poly, and it's got some foam in there as well. The piece that went on top is this piece right here, and it went all the way down. I just took it off, threw it in the washing machine, sprayed some stuff on it. It's good as new. It looks a little worn, but I kind of like the worn look, but I may or may not use that. So I was actually going to have this piece right here, which is the cushion again, and it was going to go on the outside of the couch right there. And then I was going to just add like a, well, basically I was going to add this on the back side. This is actually a pillow sham. I got this fabric. I was going to repurpose it. I have it upstairs in my Victorian style bedroom. I have a comforter pillow sham, a couple of pillow shams, and some dressings on the wall for my window treatments, and I was going to repurpose all of this. It even had the beautiful rope on it, and it matches very well with what was already on there. So that's what I was going to do. And over the last week, I've decided differently. As I go through this process, my perception changes on things, and what it comes down to is how you really feel about it. Don't let anybody tell you what you want to do with it, you know. You want to do what you think will go best in your house. Unless you plan on selling it, maybe it's best to do like a Victorian style pattern. But I plan on, to be honest with you, I plan on doing it all black. You say, that is insane. Why would you do that? It's such a beautiful couch. The skeleton's beautiful. Why would you do that to this couch? Well, if you go on Google and you look up the different variances of a black Victorian style couch, you'll be amazed at how well it looks. If it doesn't look good to me, trust me, I'll strip it all away again and redo it. But I am definitely going to try to do an all black couch. And possibly what I'm going to do is on the back of it, my fabric is going to be like a silver and black print of some sort. Either it's going to be floral, which I don't care for floral prints at all. I'm not a floral person. I know you just saw my sham over there, but it's more of a Victorian style look. So I'm either going to do a black and silver floral print, maybe even a pinstripe going up the center of it, and then having my black, just plain black fabric on this side. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I was going to paint all of my wood black and maybe put some silver inlay in there, but I don't want it to look too crafty and too, I just really want it to look sophisticated. So that's what I'm going to do. One last thing before I let you go, and then you'll see the second video. I have some good tools down here that I've been using. I use my hammer, then I use my flathead, staple remover. Needle nose is really good to try to pull out staples. I've been using this a lot, wire cutters, and it's really thin and really small in the top portion so you can grab it. Then I have my scissors. Make sure you don't cut the fabric as much as you can. Again, you can use that for your pattern. And then I have my staple gun. My staple gun isn't here. It's being used by somebody else. But other than that, I'm so excited about this project. If it all goes well, I'll be doing a lot of reupholstery. And I guess that's it. So please stay tuned and keep an eye out. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions that maybe I can answer, but more than likely you'll get most of your answers on Google anyways, you know, or read forums. You know, there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of experience. So thank you so much and have a great day.